Hello, God bless you, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'd like to talk about peace, and I'd also like to connect it with the 23rd Psalm. There is a quote that I've heard that peace is not the absence of conflict or difficulty, it is actually the presence of God in that situation with you. That means that God is in difficulties with you and He desires to lead you to a place of refuge and an oasis, even in the midst of that trial. Let's look at the 23rd Psalm. There's something very important in the very first sentence. The Lord is my shepherd. That tells us that Jesus desires to lead and guide us in this life. It also says, I shall not be in lack or in want. So if Jesus is leading and guiding our lives and we're yielding to that, He will be our sufficiency. We will not be in lack and in dire want. It also says that He makes us lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. That is peace. He leads us in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. It also says, yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we're to fear no evil, for He's with us. His rod and His staff, they comfort us. That is peace. I would ask you to think about this. Where have you possibly veered off into going your own way in this life, in a difficult trial? Talk to the Lord about that. And He says that He desires to lead and to guide you and to actually comfort you. God says in Isaiah 26:3, I will keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on me because you trust in me. Trust. It's a matter of trust. Often we know that people are going through difficulties. For example, little children going through cancer. Oftentimes, though, they have ready smiles and lots of giggles, and we wonder about this. But obviously what has happened is that they have found Jesus in the midst of what they're going through, and He is leading them in peace. Again, I would ask you to talk to the Lord and ask Him how you might walk with Him more closely. Let me speak peace over you. Now may the peace of God, and that's a peace that surpasses all understanding, I pray that peace will guard your heart and your mind. Through Jesus Christ, I pray. Thank you so much for listening. This is just Iris. Think on these things.